I'm so glad that you are here.
I know. I couldn't wait to tell you about my next book.
Oh, great.
Who died?
Me. Almost. My past came back to haunt me.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Somehow Edmund got a hold of a videotape of me from teasers and decided to share it with the nation of San Cristobal.
That snake.
Yeah. Well, Richard's dealing with him right now, but it's okay. It's okay because the people are willing to forgive me and they understand why I did what I had to do, so.
Huh. So, the wedding's on.
The wedding's on.
Oh, good. Okay. Because I just want everything to go well for all of my friends. That is my new decree. No problems for anyone.
Well, that sounds nice, but
I don't know. It's good. It's happening. It's happening already. Okay, this is not official, so I shouldn't tell you this. But Danny and Michelle are free.
Oh, God, that's great.
Mm-hmm. Carmen is in jail.
Wow.
Yeah. So Ross and I are going to have this big party, and we're going to celebrate. And we want you and Richard to come. Can you sneak back for a couple of days?
I think so. I mean, we should. I'll have to ask Kim. I don't want to miss the party.
Oh, sure. You just jet back and visit. Isn't that great?
Yes. I can't. It's weird. I can't believe it's me, but...
Believe it. Good things are happening for everyone.
Yeah, they are. Even Edmund's getting a break, I'm sure.
Does that man even deserve one?
I don't know. I know that Richard would have kept him locked up for a long time if things wouldn't have worked out between us, but I can stay, so I guess Edmund's off the hook.
You have a seating plan and an outline for all of the activities. Since when did you get so organized?
Oh, this was Natalie's doing, not mine. She's the protocol person that Richard hired a while back.
Protocol?
Yes. That woman could organize an invasion.
Hmm.
She did all this, so, you know, there's really not much left for me to do.
Well, I guess you're just going to have to take care of all of us peasants from Springfield. Really, you could throw this big bash, you know, the night before for your family and... All right, just let me sit here and chew on my foot for a little bit.
No, it's okay. It's gonna be weird not having my family here. Even Reba, but I think under the circumstances, it'd be even weirder if she were here, so...
Have you two not talked at all?
No. It's been a long time. You know, it's probably been too long. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go see the kids. They're going to be so excited to see you, and then we'll go find Richard, and we'll tell him about Danny and Michelle's party.
Okay. Okay. Can I use your ladies' room first so I can freshen up, and I'll meet you?
Yeah, I'll be in the courtyard. Okay?
It's never too late. Hello, Reva. This is Blake. I guess you're out. All right, I hope you call in for your messages because I'm inviting you to a party that Ross and I are throwing for Danny and Michelle. And I'll call you later with all the details, but we would love for you to come. You're gonna have a great time. It should be a good time.
Stop asking me the facts. The facts are that I did not kill Ben Warren. Vanessa Reardon did, so I don't care what you do. Just get me out of here.
Or else. You have a good day, damn it, or you're dead. You wake up threatening people, Carmen?
You may leave now. I need to speak with Mr. Marlowe.
Mrs. Santos, I strongly advise you against talking to the opposition.
Thank you.
You wanted to see me?
Thank you for coming.
I'm here out of morbid curiosity. That's it. Now, let's make this fast. I have a hearing that starts in 10 minutes.
Yes, I'm very well aware of this hearing. I want to make a deal.
Talk to the district attorney.
If I felt that they could help me, I would have talked to them instead of you.
As far as I'm concerned, Carmen, you killed a man. You killed Ben Warren. Now, why would I want to help you?
Because I can help Vanessa. After all, it was her shot that killed Ben Warren.
Accidentally.
Her word only. If you accept my deal, I'll back it up. I'll say I was there and I saw everything.
I'm not interested.
You haven't heard what I wanted in return.
No, but I assume it has something to do with you gaining your freedom.
You're such a good lawyer, Ross. Of course, I'm not going to lie to make Vanessa's life easy. After all, she did kill a man I loved very much.
Do you think everybody is as corrupt as you are?
Oh, yes, I do.
Carmen, you're pathetic, and you're on your own.
That's what you think.
Hi.
Guys, what are you doing
You
here?
really didn't have to come.
What's going on?
Yes, we did.
Well, what do you mean? Ross just said this was a really informal meeting with the judge.
No, he wanted everybody here. Ross wanted everybody here.
Why?
We all got
You
a letter.
too?
Yeah, 2 o'clock, Judge Brenner's chamber.
Judge Brenner was not the presiding judge of my trial.
us. Did you get a letter too?
I like it about as much as you do, Danny.
Well, so much for an informal meeting.
Boss, believe me, young lady, it's not informal at all. You're all here because a man is dead. And no one is leaving until we got to the bottom of who's responsible for it. All right, everyone, step lively. Take a seat. If you can't find one, I hope you have strong legs.
Your Honor,
That would be me. Counselor, what can I do for you?
with all due respect,
With all due respect, you just realize how I operate. And you don't like that a bit, do you? You want to register your disapproval. Am I close? Fine. As presiding judge of the Superior Court, I'm here to clean up this mess of a trial that almost sent this woman to death row by mistake.
Your Honor, my client has
And
been through a terrible ordeal.
If you'd let me finish, we might even get through this thing. Now, Counselor, I'm personally sorry for what your client has suffered. But a lot of it was at her own hands, or at the hands of her loved ones. And by your proximity, I figured that's you. Well, you're lucky, young man, that you weren't brought up on charges yourself. Frankly, however, we have a bigger mess here to fix. I have read this transcript twice. And I've never seen one with more lies or equivocations to the point where I've determined it's of little or no use at all.
Your Honor.
Send her in. Put this boat in the water.
Your Honor, with all due respect, my wife has already given a testimony to the police, and I don't see why this woman being here today is going to change...
What's your name, sir?
I'm Matt Reardon.
Mr. Reardon, be sure I read your wife's statement. Now, I understand that she's a beloved and respected woman of the community, but her simply stating that Mr. Warren's death was an accident, well, that's not good enough. Otherwise, all anyone would have to say is, I didn't do it on purpose, and we'd all be out of work. And what we're going to do today is, we are going to cut through the red tape and let the chips fall where they may.
Your Honor, if you want to know exactly what happened the night Ben Warren was killed, you should start with me.
Your Honor, her testimony's already been stricken from the record.
Your Honor, I thought we were throwing the transcript out.
We're getting to the truth, Counselor. Any objections? Miss Santos?
I was confused because of what happened that night, but I've always told the truth, Your Honor. My statement has never changed.
Proceed.
Ben Warren was not a nice man. He hurt my family, he hurt everyone that I loved, and I just simply wanted him out of my mother's life and my life for good. So...
Go ahead.
I set Ben Warren up. I made it look like he was coming on to me. I wanted my mother to find us together so that she would break up with him. But she came in, she had a gun, and she shot him. And, Your Honor, I have to live with that every day of my life. And I know that I'm partly to blame for Ben Warren's death.
Young lady, you are to blame in many ways, but none of them illegal as far as I can see. Ben Warren is dead because of what happened after you set these events into motion.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Anton?
I just want to say one more thing. Ben Warren was shot twice that night by 2 different people. But only one person wanted Ben dead. And that person is my mother, Carmen Santos.
Introducing hidden...
You were in the apartment after Miss Reardon showed up?
No, Your Honor, that is not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, this is wonderful. You know, maybe I didn't make myself clear. I'm not interested in opinions, just the facts. Now, if you didn't see it or you didn't do it, I don't want to hear about it. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Let's go for some facts, shall we? Now, wasn't it your encounter with Miss Reardon earlier that evening that propelled her to track down Mr. Warren at his apartment?
Yes, Your Honor, but she was just trying to protect...
That's just your opinion. The truth is, you don't know why Miss Reardon went to that apartment. You know, your contention that your mother was the only one who went to that apartment with the intent to kill is just an opinion.
Your Honor, my wife did not commit this crime.
Sit down, sir. You'll get your chance.
Your Honor, shifting the focus to Vanessa Reardon is going to take us further and further from the truth.
Your Honor, I want to make a confession. You want the truth? Start with me.
By all means, Miss Santos.
What my daughter is saying is true. I did go to Ben's apartment that night. I was led to believe that things were going on. I was worried that my daughter and Ben were getting close. I walked in, I saw them alone together. My daughter half naked. And so I shot him. Yes, I shot Ben Warren.
How nice of you to finally come forward with this admission.
But as the DA will remind you, Your Honor, it was not the shot that killed Ben Warren. What no one knows is this. I returned later to Ben's apartment. Yes, I went there because I was worried. I was hoping and praying that he was still alive. And when I walked in the room, that's when I saw Vanessa Reardon. I saw her shoot Ben Warren in cold blood. Your Honor! Your Honor there. I saw her, Your Honor. I saw her murder Ben Warren.
Your Honor, this
What she said is a lie. Stating the facts, Your Honor.
Everybody pipe down, please. Are you telling me that you're a material witness to a capital offense, and you're just now coming forward?
What choice did I have? If I had confessed to this earlier, said, yes, I did shoot Ben Warren, but the real killer is lying in a coma in the hospital, the DA would have had a field day with this, saying that I'm abusing a helpless woman to be my alibi. But now that Miss Reardon has recovered, I feel no need to hide the truth anymore. She killed Ben Warren. Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Reardon. I think it's time we heard from you.
The only people who know what happened in that room that night are myself and Ben Warren. We were the only 2 people there. Now, part of what you've said is true. After Pilar came to see me in the hospital, I was extremely upset. And when I went to Ben Warren's apartment, I was very angry. I don't know if someone were to ask me whether I had murder in my heart when I went over there, I didn't like the man. He had hurt my son a great deal. He had had him arrested. He had ruined his career. And Mr. Warren had harmed a great many other people as well. So yes, I guess I did want to hurt him when I went over there. But after I arrived, and I opened the door and I saw that he'd been shot. All that I was thinking was that I wanted to get him some help.
But you did pick up that gun.
Yes, I did. But that was before I had even seen Ben Warren. You see, Ben was lying on the floor, but he was out of my line of sight. And I had just picked up the gun because I was... And then all of a sudden, Mr. Warren loomed up and he grabbed me and he was desperate and he was yelling at me and he was asking me to get some help. And that's when we started struggling. I mean, he was holding on to me and the gun went off. And that was the shot that killed him. But it was an accident.
You realize that the DA doesn't buy your story. She thinks it's too convenient. And I must admit, I must agree with her.
Your Honor, may I?
Yes, Mr. Marler, you've earned it.
Vanessa Reardon, through her own testimony, has today acquitted herself, and I can prove that.
I'll never say no to evidence. Floor is yours.
This is the forensics report. You have a copy of it, Your Honor. District Attorney Wolf has a copy. I have one, the only 3 in existence. Now, this report states that 2 shots were fired, one from point-blank range.
Your Honor, Ross, I know where you're going with this, and Your Honor, it has nothing to do with intent.
No, wait a minute. Intent has everything to do with it because the district attorney has portrayed the killer as someone who shot, paused, got closer to the victim, and then at close range fired the second shot.
We're way past that, Mr. Marlowe. We've already determined that there were 2 shooters.
Yes, I understand that, but the point, Your Honor, is if Vanessa Reardon's intention was to murder Ben Warren, she simply would have shot him, and the angle of that shot would have come from above or straight ahead. It didn't. This report says it didn't. The angle of the shot that was fired, it came from the side and at a slightly upward angle. Now, the gunpowder residue on the wound clearly indicates that the muzzle of the gun was moving when the shot was fired because they were struggling to gain possession of the weapon. Vanessa Reardon has acquitted herself today because she's never seen this report. And with her ill health for the past few months, she's heard nothing about it. In fact, until today, she didn't even know that this existed. Now, if you take her testimony and compare it to the facts in this report, she has clearly acquitted herself. She's innocent of any crime. Your Honor, all the facts we need, all the evidence we need, it's in that report.
Ms. Reardon, have you seen or heard of this report before?
No. No, I haven't.
No, I don't believe you have. Ms. Wolf, tomorrow morning I'll expect on my desk a motion ruling that Ben Warren's death was an accident. Don't thank me. Thank Mr. Marlowe. And young lady, you're free to go too. But, Miss Santos, I haven't forgotten about you. Now, I'll be looking forward to a motion on my desk tomorrow morning that will charge Carmen Santos with perjury, bribery, fraud, and attempted murder, and anything else they can throw in there.
You can't do this. Your Honor, I saw her murder Ben Warren. You cannot do this.
Bailiff, demand this woman to custody. Ladies and gentlemen, this case is now closed. Thank you. Good work.
Mrs. Santos, you have a visitor. All right, Carmen, rise and shine. We got to talk here.
Oh, Michelle, hurry. What's wrong? Is she dead?
No, she's still alive. But if she took these, she's in serious trouble. Call, get an ambulance, hurry.
You got it.
So all these people who are here for you
Yeah.
celebrate your freedom?
Well, I think most of them are here for the free booze.
Well, some of them. Yeah, definitely some of them. Most of them are here because they love you. And you've been a very special part of their lives.
Are you trying to make me cry already?
Maybe. No.
Honey, you know that you don't have to stay if you don't want to.
Why do you say? Why? Where else would I? I mean, why wouldn't I want to be here?
Because your mother's in prison.
Well, so what? That doesn't have anything to do with me.
I'm just saying, you know, she's still your mother.
And she is finally getting what she deserves. So are you.
There you are.
Hi.
I was getting worried.
Hey, well, you know, when you travel by Royal Jet, the trip is a breeze.
Yeah, I bet.
This place looks wonderful.
Oh, I know. I've heard it's
Wonderful.
going to be a terrific success. Am I keeping you from something?
You've seen Riva.
Yes, I have now.
Oh, great. One down, one to go.
One what?
Nothing.
Like one what?
Sister, okay? I invited Riva and Cassie.
Without telling either one the other was coming to this thing?
Yeah, that would have spoiled the surprise.
Honey, they haven't spoken in months. Now, you think about this. Is this the right time and place to bring them together?
Well, this is going to be wonderful. They both care about Michelle, so of course they're going to show up, and they love each other, Ross. They do. Within a half hour, they're going to be in each other's arms, breaking down, wondering why they were so stubborn.
Or all this suppressed tension could explode into one big, seething sibling rage.
Oh, you really know how to spoil a party.
It could get ugly, very ugly.
Okay. Well, I suppose I should test the waters.
It's too late for that.
Thank you for coming here with me. I know this party was short notice.
Seeing that look on your face right now makes it all worthwhile.
I just wanted to be here for Michelle, you know, and it's nice to be here. All these happy faces. There's Blake and Ross and Michelle and Buzz and Selena. Where's Riva? I wasn't expecting to see Riva. Do you think she knew I was going to be here?
I have no idea.
You didn't tell me that Riva was going to be here.
Surprise.
Surprise. Blake, well, was Riva part of this?
Of course. Why don't you talk to her, see if you can patch things up?
I don't know about that.
Cassie, you miss her, you know you do. And she misses you.
Oh, heads up, Riva. Loyalty at 6 o'clock.
Did you know they were coming?
No one told me. I wonder if that was Cassie's plan.
Well, maybe she wants to bury the hatchet.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, no, I miss her. Miss having her in my life.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go say hi. Come on.
But you know, what if she didn't know I was going to be here? You know, I mean, what if... Well, I said some nasty things. What if she doesn't want to see me?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Oh,
Riva.
Vanessa! Oh, how are you?
Listen, I want to talk to you later, okay?
Oh, good. Okay, I'll find you. She just turned her back on me so much for her wanting to patch things up.
Welcome home, sis.
Hello? Can I have your attention, please? Everybody have a glass? Some champagne? Good, okay, because I'd like to make a toast to Michelle, come on in, and her freedom. But first, I guess I should say that without many of you here, we wouldn't even be here tonight. And we need to give some thanks where thanks are due. Pilar, my sister, you've shown so much bravery through this, and I'm very proud of you. And, Bill, Matt, and Vanessa, you risked so much to help us. Thank you. Ross, you never gave up on Michelle, and you never doubted her innocence for a second. And we are indebted to you. Always.
You will be when he gets his bill.
Touche. And, there's so many people, Richard and Cassie, for sheltering us and protecting us when we needed it. Thank you. Abby, Rick, Blake, thank you. And last but not least, Riva, the cleanup hitter. Really, together, all of you are responsible for saving Michelle, and we cannot thank you enough.
Get to the toast.
Yes, you're right. Enough about all of you people. To a woman who is very special in all of our lives, and the most important person in my life. My wife and my love. Welcome home, sweetheart. No, I'm sorry. May you never have another dark day or DA. I love you, to Michelle. And may you always feel the love of all the people in this room, and even those who can't be with you tonight. Especially your mother, Maureen, who I know is with you tonight. She's all yours.
I know I wasn't really invited. I just wanted to come and congratulate Michelle and wish her all the best. That's all.
That's not a problem, is it, Rick, right?
I don't want you anywhere near my sister. Do you understand?
I just want to say hi, and then I'll leave. I promise.
Fine. You do that.
Okay. If I don't see you before I go, I'll talk to you around the house, all right?
Whose house?
Abby rented me the apartment above the garage. Wasn't that nice of her?
Why would you do this to me? Why would you rent our apartment to this woman
Rick.
without talking to me?
Rick, I was going to tell you about
When were you going to tell me about
I'm going to let you two talk this out. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
No. I don't want that woman in our lives. Do you got it?
You were not there. I could not say no. What do you have against Claire?
I'm trying to protect my sister, Abby. How many times?
What? What are you hiding?
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Well, that's what you keep saying, and yet every time she comes around, you get really jittery and tense. And, I mean, come on, Rick. It's not like you have an affair with her or something. Oh, my God. Tell me you did not have an affair with that woman.
No, it wasn't an affair.
Oh.
But yes, there was one night.
Well, I can see you really took my advice. You and Cassie are having a wonderful time together.
You saw what she did to me. The minute I looked at her, she turned away.
Yeah, well, are you mad at her?
No.
Well,
I just want her to be happy.
So, Riva, why don't you tell her that?
No. I mean, maybe she doesn't want to see me. And if that's the case, I'm not going to force it. I don't want to complicate her life again.
Do you even remember why you're mad at Riva?
Not mad at Riva, you know. It was a bad situation. Things happen. But now it's over. Yeah, but sometimes you can't move on. It's like you and Edmund. He's your brother and you love him, but some things you can't mend.
Well, how do you know unless you talk to her?
Because I can't. Excuse me. Anyway, I saw you on television the other time, and you look, you know what, wait a minute, you look beautiful. But more than that, you were absolutely terrific. I mean, I suppose a lot of people have told you that. Well, you know, as a matter of fact, some guy called me about a job in television. Oh, yeah? Who was that? It was a program director at Channel 5. Hope you didn't take the job. Why? That guy's a real snake. Well, I kind of got that feeling, and I said no. Oh, good. That's really good news for both of us. Because, I'd like you to come and work for me.
if you had to take a guess right now, do you think she'll make it?
Well, an overdose of this nature could result in brain damage.
All right, I better talk to her kids then. Hold on 1 second, please. Larkin, it's Cooper. I'm heading out right now. I want you to get back to your post as soon as possible. And do not let Carmen Santos out of your sight. Hey, doctor, do me a favor. Any changes, call me, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's me. It's time.
Well, you know that Dinah used to own WSTR, and when she had to leave town, I took over.
I had no idea.
Well, I really haven't been there that much because when I first went back to work, I went to Spalding, and then I got sick. But anyway, I'm back now, and I'm really interested in doing something good, you know, and I'd love you to join us. Now, I can't really tell you at this point exactly what it's going to be, but I know that I want to focus on women's issues, and I want it to be something significant and something fun. Because at this point in my life, I'm really not interested in anything else.
Neither am I. Fun's good.
Yes. So, will you consider it?
How do you feel about meddling? I think it's terribly wrong, and it always leads to disaster. Good, so you're in? I'm in. Let's figure out what we're gonna do.
Okay, and I cannot believe that you guys came here for my party. That is so sweet.
We would not miss a chance to see you happy.
Well, you and Richard had a lot to do with that. Thank you.
You were doing the same thing for us, and we know that.
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh. No, this is, Cassie, this is Claire Ramsey. She's an old family friend.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Well, it's nice meeting you, and I'm gonna go find my fiancé. So,
Okay.
Excuse me.
Didn't expect to see you here?
Michelle, I don't want you to feel awkward. I just wanted to tell you how glad I was that this horrible nightmare is all behind you. It's so good to see you happy and so much in love.
Thank you.
And I also want to tell you that I'm still very interested in being part of your life.
I really think that it's too late for that, Claire.
I hope not. Because even after all these years, I still feel like your mother.
Maureen was my mother.
I know. She raised you. But I carried you for 9 months, and I gave birth to you. And looking at you now, I see that I never got over losing you.
And what? It took you 22 years to figure that out?
When I lost the fight to keep you, Ed and Maureen, they felt that it was best that I stayed away. But as much as I missed you, I had to keep telling myself that you were probably better off without me.
Well, maybe I still am.
I don't know. When I saw you at the airport that day, when we ran into each other like that, it was like a sign. It was like we were destined to reconnect. That's really all I wanted to tell you. Look, congratulations again. I'll see you, okay?
Wait a minute. That's it? You get to say what you want to say and you leave? No. I haven't said my piece yet. It's my turn.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Oh,
Hi.
hey.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, Blake. I keep forgetting you're at this party.
Yeah, you know what? I will get back to you in just a minute, but I have to talk to Cassie real quick.
Terrific. Good talking with you.
Come with me. It's very important.
What's the big secret?
Oh, there's really no secret at all, actually.
Oh, hi. Hi, Cassie.
Hi. So, how you doing? Good. You?
Fine. Tammy and RJ?
Oh, they're great.
RJ's talking a mile a minute, and Tammy, she's... should see her. She's pretty funny holding court with all of her friends at the palace. It was like she was born for royalty.
I'm happy for them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I was just wondering. Did you know that I was going to be here?
No, I thought that was part of the plan.
Plan?
Yeah, you knew I wouldn't come if I thought you were going to be here, so...
No, that wasn't a plan. I didn't set this up.
Oh.
But you know what? Don't worry about it, because I know how you feel about me.
No, you don't. I'm not mad at you.
There's really no need to explain, because we've been through a lot, and I don't know whether we can ever fix it.
We hate to interrupt, but we just wanted to say how glad we are that you two seem to be working things out. It's great.
I'm going to call home and check on the kids.
Really?
I knew it. I knew it. She didn't know I was going to be here, and she hasn't forgiven me, and she probably never will.
Reva didn't know I was going to be here, Blake. And she said we could never get past this. I'm out of here.
Wait, were you leaving?
Would you please ask Richard to meet me downstairs?
Oh, no. Cassie, wait. Oh.
Forgot my coat.
I think we're stuck.
Waiting for me downstairs?
Well, that's what Selena said.
I saw her talking with Reva earlier, and I got caught up with Danny. Do you know what happened?
Well, last I saw, they were going in opposite directions.
Was she upset?
Neither one of them were too happy.
You know, this is an awkward situation between the two of them. I didn't think they'd end up talking at all, you know?
Well, they wouldn't have, except, Blake and Selena sort of, forced them into the first step.
Right. So much has happened. It's going to take some time for these two to sort it out, and it's perhaps best not to push it.
Nice going. It's like we're stuck.
I was trying to do you a favor by leaving.
Me?
Yeah, it was obvious you didn't want me anywhere near you.
Just following your lead.
I was the one who kept turning around every time you saw me coming, Reva.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I was having conversations with people, Kathy.
Yeah, you were so engrossed in conversations with Matt and Vanessa, the maitre d'.
I haven't seen Vanessa in a while, and she was offering me a job. Never mind. Can anybody hear me out there? We're stuck! Get us out of here! Help!
That sounds like
Reva and Cassie.
Yeah, we ought to get them out of there, I think. Is there Hi. We got... Your phone?
Oh,
Hey, Drew.
sweetheart. I didn't think you were going to make it.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave Jesse, but I had to. I have to congratulate Michelle and Dad.
I bet Jesse wanted you to be here.
Yes, he did. He wants me to congratulate them, too, for him.
He's a pretty incredible guy you've got there.
I know. Believe me, I know. He's the reason I got my friend back.
I'm so glad you and Michelle are getting things back together. You just need to take that first little step.
Yeah, well, she made the first step. She actually said she missed me. After everything I did to her, she missed being my friend.
Of course she did, baby.
I don't deserve her. And I don't deserve Jesse either.
But you deserve everything, Drew. Everything.
Where are they? Where's Danny and Michelle? I want to congratulate her.
Buzz!
Hi.
Where have you been?
The elevator got stuck, and Reva and Cassie are inside.
What?
Blake, I know that you wanted the two of them together, but don't you think this is a little dangerous?
Oh, what do you think? I rigged the thing? Oh, come on.
I didn't have anything to do with it. I swear.
Yeah. Anyway, we got the maintenance man. He's inside fixing it right now.
Oh, well, then I think it should be fine.
Oh, yeah, for the elevator, maybe, but this room wasn't big enough for the two of them. Can you imagine what they're going to be like in that little space? Maybe they're talking.
Oh, sure. We saw how well the conversation went earlier.
Well, what's the problem?
I don't know yet.
Is the phone working in the lift? The lift, the elevator, I'm sorry, the elevator. Is the phone working in the elevator?
You can use the phone over there, okay? The front desk will patch.
How long is this going to take?
It could be 10 minutes, it could be a few hours.
Well,
It depends.
Please, just hurry. As fast as you can, all right?
Get us out of here! Well, they have to know we're in here.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait. Look, you know, go ahead. Forget it. You know, when you wouldn't look at me, I thought it was because you were still mad.
Me?
Yeah, but I understand.
I thought you were upset with me because I went through everything with Richard.
No, not anymore.
And then when we showed up here tonight, everything was so uncomfortable. And then after we talked...
Well, you know, I just thought that you were never going to forgive me, and I was frustrated, and I was hurt.
I didn't think that you would ever forgive me for being with Richard. And I thought tonight proved it, and especially since now Richard and I were...
You know, you seem very happy together, Cassie.
We are. But it took a lot to get there, and Richard had to go through some things.
I know.
When you came down to San Cristobal...
That was about Jonathan. You have to know that. I mean, we had a lot of things we had to get resolved.
That's what Richard said.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think he meant you. See, I thought that,
What?
I thought you guys were having an affair.
No.
And I wouldn't let Richard tell me about the trip, and then I got sick.
You were sick? Cassie, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. But when he came back from that trip, that's when everything changed, and that's when he was reaching out to me, but I wouldn't see it. And now I know that if you hadn't come down, then he would have never been set free to move on with me. So it's because of you that we're together.
Here they are. No party's over until I've made a toast.
Goodness. Good with water.
See, that's a very good idea, Buzz.
Make
Make that toast.
They'll make it simple.
Okay.
Danny and Michelle, to your future.
Cheers. Here, here.
Cheers.
Here's to Danny and Michelle. Thank you for giving me so many great new ideas for my next novel.
And may it go straight to the bestseller list, so I don't have to go to work anymore.
Here, here. Make a toast
Keep it
to
clean.
Uncle Ross. Okay, shh. Working so hard.
Hey, is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
How's it going?
I can't get the bloody phone to
No, I
work.
mean, how's it going down there with them?
Well, 8 months of unresolved issues, which I know they've just probably pushed aside, and I know Cassie hasn't even been able to discuss it. And she's been, you know, through so many other things with my brother, with myself.
8 months of unresolved issues and 8 square feet of room. That's, oh boy.
Yeah.
And you were right. I loved Richard, and I don't know what I was thinking, because I could have never stayed in an arranged marriage, you know?
Well, you know, I shouldn't have interfered because it was none of my business.
No, I was only thinking of myself.
But
I was.
I should have tried to
child.
understand and be a little more
I should have been
sensitive.
understanding, and I
Would
should
you...
have...
Hey, stop. Please, stop. I'm trying. I'm trying to apologize. And tell you that I've missed you. And that I love you.
Thank God. Thank God it's working. It's me.
Hi. Hi.
Are you all right? Is everything all right in there?
Yeah. Yeah. It couldn't be better, actually.
Well, listen, you know, we're doing everything we can to get you out of there, and just so you know, we haven't forgotten about you.
Well, that's nice to hear.
All right, well, we're going to get you out of there as soon as we can, and I love you, Cassie.
I love you, too.
I want more.
I just wanted to congratulate you both again.
Thank you. Claire, could I get you a glass of champagne?
Oh, no, thank you, Ross. Thank you. Danny, we haven't had much of a chance to talk. I did want to wish you luck. I'll be staying in town, so I just hope we have a chance to get to know each other, all of us.
Look, Claire, maybe this isn't any of my business. If I were you, I wouldn't get my hopes up. I think maybe you're trying to get something from Michelle that just isn't there.
Maybe in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night.